when I started buying a few books and reading up on it. And there's a wonderful book by a lady called Dr. Christina Northrup.
And a book I was given as a gift from a client of mine years ago was Women's Bodies, Women's Wisdom. And it's a medical book all about our bodies, but at the same time, it does hint at that section. So I started reading. But for me, the challenge it's like an awakening. You know, there's the physical symptoms that we go through, like I was explaining earlier. But there's something else that starts to happen. There's like your book, the wisdom that sort of comes as we age and grow and learn. There's something that changes there, and where you always perhaps doubted yourself, you suddenly begin to believe in yourself. And it's a really interesting. It's almost like a butterfly coming out of a cocoon.
So there's clarity when you get to this stage. There's clarity of who you are and what it is that you're supposed to do. You know, you kind of know yourself at that stage. That's interesting. That's really interesting.
Yeah, but while you're going through it, you don't know. So
you don't know.
You don't actually realize this is a beautiful thing. You're going, this is uncomfortable, confusing. But in fact, it's remarkable.
It is, because now that you told me, if I ever feel confused or stressed, or I notice mood swings, I can tell that, this is what is happening to me.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't have to be confused about it. And then I can look, hopefully, you know, at the future, look towards, you know, the beautiful part of it, like you say, when I eventually get to it. And I think that's why I'm so curious about it. And I'm like, I want to know, you know, a lot of people assume that menopause is the mood swings, is the backside, is the, you know, this woman, this lady, she's so cranky, must be menopause, you know. But the thing is, if they knew a little more about, or educated themselves, informed themselves about menopause, they'll probably understand her and, you know, be kind to her, understanding that she can't control what it is that she's going through in her body. Wow, such an interesting bit. Okay. Yes, hello everybody. I have some friends in the comment section, so let me say hello. Yes, people have been running in. Yes, today is actually for the ladies, so go and tell a lady to come and join in. Hello, Abib. Hello, Queen Bee is saying hello to Tess. Say hi, Tess.
Hi.
You know, and there's Shivani. Okay, hello for me. Hello, Randa, all the way from Dubai. Hi, please tell me where you're joining us from. Please tell me where you are joining us from. Hello, Rosemary. Hello, Derele. Hello, Queen Faye. Thank you so much for joining us. We're having the Menopause Conversation, and I'm so thankful to Tess, who has taken out the time this evening to educate, inform us, and just, you know, when they say knowledge is power, this is actually the kind of knowledge that gives you power. You get to know what it is to say and to do. It doesn't have to be you. Everyone is asking, are you menopausal? No, I'm not. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. And I don't think it is a bad thing. I think it's something that you're going to experience in the future. So why not prepare? Now, Tess, is that yes, we have people joining from Kent, UK. Hello, Amanda. Thank you for joining. And from Coventry, thank you. Is there a diet? Is there something that you had to change?
I don't know. I think what happens is you've got to start listening to what your body is telling you. And that is something really difficult if you're rushing around and being really busy. So I think what starts to happen, if I think about my own experience, is that you start getting to that point where your body is saying, slow down a bit, take time out. Listen to yourself, because you're going to start eating things and drinking things that used to be okay for you, and suddenly they're not agreeing. So it's different for us all. But the thing is that our hormone cycle in our body is changing. And because the hormones are changing, that is going to mean that our food types and perhaps what we're drinking is going to shift. And what I did start doing was looking at what I was being active about, what exercise I was doing. Because as we get older, we sometimes can stop being very active. And then supplements came in because I started getting sore joints.
Okay.
I thought I was getting arthritis.
Okay.
But it wasn't arthritis.
How did you feel when you went to? Please tell me the story? I really want to hear the story. When you got to the GP, what did they say to you?
I said my grandmother had arthritis, and I think it's starting really early with me.
And what did your doctor?
She said, "Oh, don't be silly. I don't think that's the case. There must be another reason." And she said, "How old are you? Let's have a look." I mean, she did take some care with me. She really did. But, at the end of the day, it's like every time I wanted to get out of my seat or whatever, I started to feel like a older lady. And the elbows were sore. The wrists were sore. My hands, there was pain. And a friend was telling me, "Tess, you need to go to the gym. And one of the things that's really good for your bones is weight training, because the weights creates, it's good for your bones and creates like a density." And I was thinking to myself, how can I possibly go and work with weights at the gym when my joints, just by carrying my groceries in from the car, makes it sore, So what I've realized was for that particular instance, I just waited for the joint pain to go away, and then go to the gym now. But it's all these changes that take place. But it was I didn't know what was happening, and I think that's the part that scares us and that makes us unsure about what's going on. The moment things change in our body, we don't know what's happening, and we're not talking to anybody.
We're not talking. That's the thing. The fact that we're not talking to anybody, and they're changing. It must really be tough not being able to tell someone I'm going through this. Not being able to ask another lady like what exactly is going on with you as well.
Yeah. And even with our friends, sometimes the menopause comes on with every woman at a different age and stage.
Yeah.
So you might be going through it, but your friends are not, and so even when you bring it up with them, they're not quite connecting because they're not feeling it either. So you're talking to somebody it's not that they don't care or don't understand you. It's not happening to them yet, So it's those kinds of things. And there aren't many groups around. There are more coming. Last year we were at a menopause cafe that started up just before lockdown. And we met with some women there. Donna and I met with some women there, and we had some really interesting conversations. One lady had actually left her job because she couldn't go to work and do her job. She was having headaches. She was, having flushes. She was feeling not like herself, and that knocked her confidence. And she stopped performing at work properly. And nobody around her could help and support her. And she didn't actually have to lose her job or leave it. And she saw it as the...
Oh dear, she didn't know that it was something that would pass and she would be fine. It's just something she had to adjust. Like, oh dear.
In fact, you pass, and then you just become empowered. I mean, it's magical. I say, hold on, just go through the process. Hold on, because the other side, magnificent.
Awesome. Let me see. We have a few comments here. Amanda says there are young women who, for many reasons, are going through menopause. It's not just an older woman issue. So true, Amanda. So true, Amanda. That's why we need to be informed about it. That's why we need to know what exactly it is, so that we can see how we can support and help other ladies as well. Yes, Kumi said I totally agree with Amanda. Yes, I know that pain so well. There's a supplement I take that completely removes the joint pains. I'm so thankful. Yes, I was going to ask Tess, is that because a friend of mine during this time when she saw the flyer, she was like, you know what, I just this got curious and I went to Boots website and I saw that there was a wide range of supplements for menopause. So it's actually something worth, thinking about and working towards. Yes, helps with that pain. Queen Bee says the pain is indescribable. Oh dear. Amanda, please share your supplement for others. Okay. We're gonna ask Tess to also tell us what supplement worked for her. I'm sure you didn't, it hasn't been the first one you took that you took all through. You at some point at the stages you've changed your supplement.
There are obviously a variety of ways that women manage the menopause. There's the way the doctors often encourage us is to go with HRT, which is a way of sort of just pausing the menopause, but it stops all the symptoms. Now, each woman has to do her own research and decide what her course of action is going to be. I chose to not go that route, and I chose to choose the more natural route. So supplements, natural vitamins and things like that. And maybe I'm just very fortunate, but my symptoms, although they happened and they went. But for my joint pains, I took turmeric. Turmeric is known very much to be an anti-inflammatory. So I took these huge orange tablets, and the thing is I had to watch if I touched them because it would make my fingers orange. But I took those, and it wasn't 2 weeks after taking turmeric capsules that my joints started to ease off and the pain went away. But it was about half a year before I realized that turmeric was the option that I could take.
I'm glad that you actually chose a more natural approach to it, because why would you want to pause something that you're going to eventually come back to? It's exactly. I think when it comes to the hormones, try as much as possible to be natural so that you help, keep it in check and keep it, yeah. Okay,
just trust in the flow of your body. I think that is important. That's my opinion anyway.
Okay, we have the ladies talking in the comment section. So there's a huge gap for younger women who are menopausal. Yes, there's a huge gap. That's why we're having this conversation. That's why I'm having the conversation about menopause, hoping that a younger lady will watch this and take note and, be prepared for it rather than being shocked when that time comes, whenever that time is. The flushes are worse. The flushing. Let's talk about the flushes. What are the flushes?
I have no idea, but it's just overwhelming when they happen because suddenly you're having a conversation with somebody and suddenly you've got these red cheeks or you just feel hot. And I know you've got hot flushes and you've got the night sweats. But at night I would go get into bed and suddenly I would feel like I had a heater in the bed with me. I was on fire. And I thought I would explode with heat. It was so warm. And it goes away. So it'll be there for about 5, 6, 7 days. Maybe a week or two, and then it just goes away. And then I thought, that's it, amazing. And then guess what? I read in a book it can last 9 years, that it comes and goes. And I went, no way! It's not possible that for the next 9 years I've got to go through this. But it's different for every woman, but invariably up to 4 to 9 years, you can be having these hot moments. And I think that's probably the biggest thing that we experience, because that brings little bits of like heat rash sometimes, or just discomfort, and you feel uncomfortable because your makeup melts and you just feel out of control when you're hot like that, but it's just like, compose yourself, and just breathe through it, and I think just own it and embrace the feeling, and throw the covers off if you're hot. Just throw them off. You know,
or just open the window on a winter night.
Oh yes, go run around in the snow. It's wonderful. But yeah, I think that is one of the most common ones that we all know about, you know. Most women have often spoken about that hot flush. I remember my mother saying, oh, I'm so warm, you know, like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, one of the other things that a lot of women worry about is memory loss.
Yes. Someone, yes.
This feeling
Yes.
where
Someone,
you lose your memory or you forget things.
well, some people already forget things, and it's not menopause. It's just that they forget. Like, it's not menopause.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so the ladies are talking about it's been years for them, 3 years running now. Oh, I just can't wait for it to go. Amanda says the hot flushes, the night sweats, etc. are terrible for me, but it's the mood swings and insomnia. It is the mood swings. Ola, hi, Ola, thank you for joining. It is the mood swings and insomnia. The fact that, the lack of sleep. Please, Tess, did you have that? What was it like?
Yes, I would imagine so, because these days there's the odd night where I just sleep so well, and then I go, oh, I had such a good night's sleep last night. I hope tonight is like that. So I think yes, but isn't it, as we also age, there's a lot of the stories that go along that we don't need to sleep as much as we used to.
Yeah.
So it's all to be seen for me as transitioning. You are moving into another stage of your life, and for me it's mindset. And I know you're very strong on mindset as well, Shirley. You know, mindset is so important, because it's how we walk into situations that determine how we experience them and whether we decide if they're good or bad for us. So yeah, sleepless nights, plenty. It actually took me back to when the babies were young and I didn't sleep. You know, so I don't know if I've ever slept properly since I had my babies. So maybe when I'm totally past this menopausal phase, I will sleep like a baby myself.
You'll sleep like a baby when you're totally past it. So it's actually the sleeping bit is something that does it go? My question now is, does it go from the menopause bit all the way to the menopause itself? Like, are you going to be losing sleep from when the symptoms, or it's just in the later stage that the lack of sleep comes?
It's quite interesting, because I'm not sure if it's lack of sleep or more that there's this imbalance with the level of energy you have. So you're more restless. There's like this, you know. You see, I never had natural childbirth, so I didn't go through that whole, going through the stage where the baby's coming and you go through that process. But it's almost like an awakening. There's this energy that's building inside you that is keeping you from sleeping. It's like, hey, woman, wake up. This is your time. This is your time to go out and do and have all those things that you've dreamt about forever. So is it about trying to sleep, or is it about actually waking up? Is it about embracing life and saying, this wonderful gift coming my way, and focusing on change? But yes, the sleeping disruption began around the early perimenopausal stage. So for me, that was early 40s. So I haven't slept properly for about 7 years.
This is totally exciting, because this bit of information I never heard about it. Like, are you serious? Like, there's going to be a time in my life that I would actually, it's not like I'm a sleep person, but the fact that there's going to be a stage in my life where sleep is gone. So how many hours of sleep do you get at night then?
Listen, I work my sleep, but if I go to bed, I love to be in bed by 10 at the latest. But these days, it's more 11 o'clock. And then I go to sleep, and I'm up by 5, half past.
So you actually you work yourself to sleep. So you're actually totally exhausted.
Yes, my days are full, and they're very fulfilling. So I'm very
Mm.
active during the day, and the more active I am during the day, the better I sleep at night. The moment I stop doing anything, the moment I'm just in front of the TV, oh, that's a joke. That's hardly ever me. But there's been times where, you're not doing very much. That's when the sleep actually really becomes worse, especially when you're having the hot flushes as well. So it's good to stay active. Do your exercise, go for walks, and have goals. Don't just, invariably when a woman's getting to that age, if she is going through it at the predicted times, the older years of her life, rather than some of the women that unfortunately do experience it earlier, what I would say is, maybe your kids are older by then, and your responsibility and care for others is shifting as well. It's really important, I think, for women to have goals and something to focus on that's important for them. We always put ourselves last as mums or ladies. So sometimes it's like, okay, so what is the thing I've always wanted to do? Is it write books, or is it to become an artist, or do photography, or have a hobby? But just have something that gets you to focus on something for you, because that's about self-love. And when you've got something like that, all the things you're going through in this transition is less noticeable and very supporting, because you've got something to focus on. That's what I think.
Awesome, awesome. Oh, ha, ha, ha. The ladies are talking in the comment section. Oh, those hot flashes at night. I just want to jump into a pool. Brain fog. Brain
Yeah.
fog. You know, I just described brain fog. Did you experience brain fog? Could you describe what exactly is brain fog?
Well, without being dramatic, you actually feel a little bit like you're losing your mind, because you do something and 3 seconds later you don't know where you put your glasses, or you don't know where you left your cup of tea. And I tend to walk around looking for my things all the time. And it's almost like you have a conversation with somebody, and mid-sentence you forget where you're going. You just don't know what you were going to say, and it doesn't come back. So it's really, I think, as funny as it is, it's also, in a work environment, can really knock your confidence, because people start thinking that you're not paying attention, you're not focused on the job, and you think, what is going on with you? So yeah, it's the same, but I started taking my omega-3 and 6, so my fish oils, because that's obviously good nutrients for the brain. Or if you don't want to take the supplements, if you're going to take fish that is, if you like fish, really oily type fish, so your mackerels, I think salmon is another good fish, that really helps with the brain. It supports the brain, and I think we go through that when we're having children as well. It's really important.
When V says, "Oh, don't tell me about that one. I never remember my children's names. I just say, hey, you come here."
Yeah. I
Which
start
one
calling
are
my
you?
kids by other names. Like my daughter, I keep calling her my sister's name, And then when I speak to my sister, I call her my daughter. It's like everything just gets all jumbled up. But I get that.
Oh dear, that's true. I'm using my nights to think, right, and plan. Yeah, I like the fact that you said stay active, do exercise, go for walks, just get busy and do something productive at that time, rather than just swallow and say, what is wrong with me? Woe is me. I was talking to um an older woman who turned 70 lately, and she was telling me that you need to talk about menopause. Don't listen to any younger woman that says, "Oh, I'm not saying it." So she said, "I know someone who had mental health issues because of menopause. She just couldn't understand what was happening to her, and she just let go." And she's like, "That's why younger women need to know that some things are going to happen to you. Some things are going to happen to your body. You might not be able to control them, but you need to hold together and just believe that you're going to go through this phase." All right. For me, it's fiber, then menopause, then I'm sleepless. That I just saw. Okay. The Amanda says the hormone imbalance. Sorry, let me read that. The hormone imbalance also causes depression and anxiety. I notice it happens around the time I normally supposed to be on my period and ovulation. Yes. So how's that? Is it something
Well,
that happened?
yes.
Yes.
I think
I
for
think
me, what
for
happened
me,
was
what
I started
happened was I
noticing
started
that my,
noticing
my
that
flushes,
my
my hot
flushes,
flushes, were starting
were
to
starting
come
to
in place of
come
my period. So I
so
was getting hot instead of having my
having
period. So there was even a
Okay.
cycle to that
cycle
that
to
I
that
started
I
sort
started
of
sort of
observing.
observing.
And
And
I used to get
I
really
get
grumpy.
crunchy.
I wouldn't get
I wouldn't
depressed.
get
I'd get
depressed. I get
irritable and
irritable
angry.
and
So I would be
angry.
like
I would
this
be like this
fiery
fiery
ball
ball
walking around
walking
everywhere,
around
except
everywhere.
with my
Except with
friends or
my
clients,
friends
I
or
was
clients, I
perfect.
was perfect.
And then,
And then,
finish work and go
finish
back
work,
home and
go
I'd
back
be
home, and I'd
grumble,
be
grumble.
grumble,
It
grumble.
was just,
It was
it's
just,
like your
it's like
emotions
your
are
emotions
out
are
of your
out of your
control.
control.
Um,
Um,
and I found
and
the
I found the
depression came
depression
when
came when
if depression
if
did
depression
come,
did come,
it was because I
it was
was
because I
trying
was
to be
trying
what
to
I
be what
used to
I
be.
used to be,
And I was
and I was
resisting
resisting
what was
what
happening
was
to me.
happening to me.
And that
And
is that is
that is
that is really
that is
tough
really
because
tough
we do
because
want
we
to
do
hold on
want
to
to
what we're
hold on to
comfortable
what
with
we're
and what we
comfortable with
know.
and what we know.
And so we
So
become
we become
confused, and that's when
confused,
we
and
have
that's when
those
we have
dips in
those
mood
dips in
because
mood because
we don't know what's
we don't know
happening.
what's happening.
And
And
so it's
so
like just
it's
follow
like
the
just
flow of
follow
the
the
river.
flow
The
of the
river
river.
knows
The
where it's
river knows
going.
where it's going.
It's going out
It's
to the
going
sea
out to
where
the
it's
sea where
free.
it's free.
So just
So
go
just
with the
go with
flow
the flow
with your body and
with
your
your body and
emotions.
your
And
emotions. And
then there's
then
less
there's less
resistance,
resistance,
and then there's
and then
less
there's less
big
big
big moments.
big moments.
I mean, I had to
I mean,
learn
I
to
had to
manage
learn to
my
manage my
temper and
temper and
my
my
outbursts.
outbursts.
How did you
And I
do
used to
that?
say,
And I
okay.
used to say,
How
okay,
did you do that?
Well,
well,
when I
when
noticed
I
the reaction
noticed
I
the
was
reaction I
getting,
was getting,
because it
because
just
it
comes
just
like a
comes like a
volcano.
volcano.
Your moods.
Your
I'm
moods.
sure you've
I'm sure
experienced
you've
things like
experienced
that,
things
where
like that,
it
where
just
it
happens,
just
and
happens,
the
and
feedback
the
I would
feedback
get.
I
And
would get.
listen,
And
this was
listen, this
happening
was
with
happening with
very close
very
friends
close
or with
friends
my
or with my
children.
children.
Okay.
Okay.
So your kids,
So
as they
your
get
kids,
older,
as
they
they
give
get
you
older, they
direct
give you
feedback.
direct feedback.
Mom, what is going
Mom,
on
what is
with
going
you?
on with
Or
you?
what's
Or
up? Or your
what's up?
friend is
Or your
saying
friend is
things.
saying
And then you're
things.
going,
And then you're going,
okay, I'm
okay,
starting
I'm
to
starting
notice
to
when this
notice when this
happens.
happens.
And then
And
I
then
did
I
start
did
going from
start going
having
from having
my clear
my
goals,
clear goals,
but I've always
but
been
I've
like
always
that,
been like that,
to also
to also
practicing
practicing
breathing
breathing
and more
Okay.
and more
mindfulness.
mindfulness.
Because I think
Because
that,
I think
as
that,
much as
as
having
much
goals
as
and
having goals
focus,
and
we
focus,
are
we are
often feeling like a
often feeling
runaway
like
train.
we train.
What's
You
going
know
on, what's
what's going on, what's
happening.
happening.
And then there are
And
times
then
when
there
we
are
just have
times
to
when we
come
just have
back
to
and
come
center
back and
ourselves.
center ourselves.
And,
And
literally light a
literally light a
candle
candle
and
and
just be
just be
like Queen
like
Bee.
Queen Bee.
Just be like Queen Bee. Oh,
Yeah.
wow, wow, wow. Okay. Hello, Ini, for joining. Hello, All About Kemi, for joining. We are talking up, we're having the menopause conversation, and my guest today is Tess Day, transformational coach. But she has been kind enough, she's kind enough, she's a fantastic woman, as you can see. She's so generous with this information. She's just helping my curiosity, she's helping us understand menopause. Why are we constantly silent? Why aren't women talking about it? What is it about? And I'm so thankful for those in the comment section that are just, they're just being honest and truthful about it and just saying, being there. Amanda says, I had a um, hysterectomy. I think I don't know. I just murdered the word at 38 and was put in it.
Hysterectomy with
Hysterectomy,
where
and I was
everything's
put
removed.
in. Yes, and okay, and I was put in chemical menopause at 37. And since then, it's been a crazy journey for 3 years.
Okay.
Wow. So everything, that means everything that would help with childbirth was removed at 38 and was put in chemical menopause at 37. And since then, it's been crazy. Um, I
Now
wish I could say
there's
something
no,
about that.
I mean, from what I've
From what
read,
I've read,
when
when
that
that
occurs, there's no
occurs, there's no
warning.
warning.
There's no moving
There's no
into that
moving into
stage.
that
It's
stage.
just
It's
you go to
just
sleep
you
one
go to
night, you
sleep one
wake
night,
up,
you wake
and
up,
that's
and
the way it is.
that's
And
the
it's
way it
quite
is,
a
and
shock
it's
to the
quite a shock
system.
to the
So
system.
is
So
it Amanda
is
who
it
was saying
Amanda
that?
who was saying that?
It's Amanda who says that. It
Yeah.
said that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amanda, 3
Amanda,
years in,
3 years
I
in,
reckon you're
I
doing
reckon
really
you're doing
well.
really well.
You know,
You know,
it can't be
it
easy.
can't be easy.
I mean, it's
I mean,
hard enough
it's
in the
hard enough
natural
in the
stage.
natural
So
stage. So
good on you.
good on you.
Well done, Amanda. Well done, Amanda. Thank you for sharing that, because you never know
Thank you.
who out there is going through the same and is probably losing herself and saying why this, that. But your strength and your willingness, your courage to share this will encourage whoever it is to just hold on and hold out. Thank you so much, Amanda. Thank you so much, Queen Bee, for just sharing in the comment section. Um, Oh wow. Do you know we've just breezed through everything and I'm wondering, what am I supposed to ask now?
Is there anything you're doing on the 27th of March?
Yes, that is it. That's what I'm supposed to be asking now. Right now. Yes, yes, yes. Right now, let me just go straight to it. Tess is having this fantastic event on the 27th of March. Tess, please tell us about this event.
Well, Shirley, on the 27th of March, we're running our second menopause event. Last year, around about exactly the same time, I got together with a lady called Donna Christie and Mia Middleton, and we were going to put on a live event for women in Aberdeen, all about the menopause. And then lockdown happened, and we had to suddenly take our live event and throw it into Zoom. And so with all that inexperience, I'm sure we can all imagine what we were like about a year ago. We didn't know much about anything, and we felt it was very important to get our information out about that event. So that's what we did. And we had 40 women sign up to that event. A year on, we have decided that it is still a very important conversation to have. But what we've done over this while is we've met some incredible women. You are absolutely one of them. And what is so inspiring about you is the fact that you aren't even close to menopause yet, but you are keen to get that message out there, to educate women and to share that it's something to embrace rather than dread. And so for that, I absolutely appreciate you 100%. So it's with delight that it is you, Donna, myself. Mia is also joining us, and then some other ladies. And we're going to come together and have a conversation on the 27th. It'll be from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock British time. And we have got even a Doric poet, so we're going to have some expressive words about this topic and about being women. In between some really interesting stories and discussions. The afternoon is going to fly by because we have breakout rooms. We're going to come together. The people who attend the event are actually going to be able to speak to you and me and Donna and all the other speakers in these more intimate breakout rooms, and even bring questions or just come together as a community of women, and men are more than welcome to come and learn as well, because it doesn't just happen to us. If we have a partner, it happens to them too.
Yes.
And sometimes they also don't quite know what's going on. So, and for young girls who want to come and just know that one day this is what's going to happen. So this event is a celebration. It's to demystify what menopause is about. And you and I have both been in the room with the speakers that we're going to share this event with. And you and I both know that there is something really special about the stories that are going to come out. Something close to everybody's heart. From a very sincere place. So we just want to welcome and encourage every woman out there to just join us and come and celebrate being a woman, to embrace taking this next stage, and then go out there and talk about it and pass that message and information on. So that's
It's
it.
yes, it's going to. Amanda says, yes, Amanda says, sounds awesome. Let me know if I can be part of it. Menopause in a younger age, especially as a result of ill health. Amanda, thank you so much for you know, just encouraging Tess and I through this event.
Thank
Yes,
you.
it's going to be. So, Tess, how do they get information about this event? Where do we go to? What are their tickets? Is there a registration? Please let us know all that detail, please.
We do have early bird tickets on sale at the moment until the 14th of March. And you can find us and you can book on Eventbrite. All you have to do is go into Eventbrite and then type in the search Menopause Survival. And then you will see the opportunity come up. You just go in and you register, and by registering you'll buy your ticket, but at the same time you'll be kept abreast of changes and information as we build up to the event. And it's quite a simple process. So yeah, and there's going to be an opportunity to come together with like-minded women, and just find out even more than what we even got to share this evening. Because you and I know some. I know you know more now than you knew, and I only know my own experience. But there are 5 other women that are going to speak, and all their perspective is going to just fill the pot. So any woman who joins us is going to connect on some level.
Awesome, fantastic. Yes. I'm so excited about this event, the Menopause Survival. The reason why I'm excited about it is we need to create meaningful events that women gather to engage in. We need to create support structures and support system. That's why I am excited about being part of this event, because anything that is going to support another woman, hold her hand through the journey of womanhood, I'm all up for it. I'm tired of hearing that women don't get along or women can't work together, or what I'm going through is not what she's going through. Hey, every woman is going to go through menopause, and it's good for us to come together and say, oh, even if you're not going through, come with an attitude to learn. And even if you are going through, also come and say, you know what, I'm here to learn, I'm here for it, and also I'm here to also meet and share my experiences and stories with the other women of different colors, different backgrounds, different nationalities, and share that time with them. Hello, okay, let me just go back to the comment section and say hello, Sarah. Hello. Yes, we'll keep you posted. Hello, Dimps. Hello, Chef Ete. Hello. Okay, so yes, we're going to keep you posted. I don't know. I don't know if I see Tess and I are doing techie things today. We're feeling very, very professional with ourselves. So, Tess, do you have the link so that you could put it in the comment section? Do you have that now?
I do. I don't have it right now, but what I can do is once the recording is up, what I can do is I can go in and post it in, and then it'll be easy to find. But it's really, if you don't come back to this for whatever reason, just remember it's Eventbrite, and you just have to type in the search Menopause Survival, because that's sometimes what it feels like, Menopause Survival, and you'll find us. And Donna Christie is the lady that's actually put it up on Eventbrite. So when you see Menopause Survival and you see the name Donna Christie as the creator, you know you're in the right place. Yeah. So
it's
early bird tickets until the 14th of March.
Yeah. So it's Menopause Survival, and it's Donna that created the event, so that you know the actual event. And this event is for the 27th of March. So it's for every woman out there. I'm going to get the link, and I'm going to share the link on when I post this video up. But Tess is a transformational coach, so let's take that one aside. We've been talking menopause all day. Now, Tess, talk to us as ladies. Give us something to hold on to. Transform us for just a few minutes. Tell us what we know. We're going to expect a lot of speakers, but just encourage the women that are on today, and just tell us.
Well, I feel so inspired by your energy, Shirley, and I think that's the magic of womanhood. I think one thing we can take away from any experience is that wherever we go, we take ourselves. And we are here in this world for a reason. And if we just took 5 minutes of every day to just focus in on ourselves and look in the mirror and just say, you know, I'm here for a reason, I have a purpose, and I matter. And then go out into the world, whatever you're doing, whatever it is,
and
just
just
smile
smile
at other
at
people.
other people.
And I
And
always love
I
that
always
feeling of
love that
leading with
feeling of
love,
leading with love,
because when you
because
lead with
when you
love,
lead with love,
okay,
okay,
everything that you
everything
see
that you
is
see
through
is
that
through that
perspective, and
perspective,
you
and
attract
you
love
attract
then.
love then.
We can't go
We
around being
can't go around
angry
being
or
angry or
disconcerted about
disconcerted
things.
about things.
And it's
And
about getting to
it's
know
about getting to
ourselves.
know
And one of
ourselves.
the
And
things I
one of
do
the
when I
things I
work
do
with
when I
my
work
clients
with
is
my
always
clients is
focusing
always
in on
focusing in on
what we're really
what
good
we're
at
really good at
and where we
and where
excel.
we excel.
Because you know what?
Because you
The
know
things
what?
we're not
The
good
things
at,
we're not good at,
somebody else is.
somebody else is.
And if
And
you're not good at
if
it,
you're
just
not
leave
good
that
at,
for
just leave
somebody
that
else
for
and
somebody
focus
else.
on
And
what
focus on what
makes you
what
shine and what
makes you
makes you
shine,
stand out.
stand out.
And keep it
And keep
simple.
it simple.
And just help your neighbor. And they'll help
And
you.
they'll help you.
Yeah.
Wow, awesome, awesome, awesome. We've said quite a lot here, Tess, and I'm so thankful for that pouring. I'm sure there's a lady out here who is encouraged by this, you know. Just lead with love, that you're here for a reason. Every woman is here, regardless of whether she's going through menopause or not. You are here in this world, in this life, for a reason. In the current situation you're in the current location you're in, for a reason. You have a purpose, and that purpose is definitely worth living for. Because you matter as a woman, you matter. And this month we're celebrating womanhood. Thank you, all the women in the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
And just keep
Thank
going
you.
and don't give up, and
Keep
just
going.
embrace your femininity and embrace your inner
Embrace your
power
inner power
and embrace your
and
worth,
embrace your worth.
because you don't
Because
have to
you don't have
be
to be the
at the top of the
at the
game.
top
You
of the
don't have
game.
to
You don't
be
have to be
dripping with
dripping with
golden jewels.
golden jewels.
You
You
just as you
just
are
as you
right
are
now,
right
as you
now,
said, Trudy,
and
wherever you are in the
wherever you
world,
are in the world,
you
you
brighten up somebody's
up
day,
somebody's day.
and that is purpose enough. If you just make one person's day matter, you've done your job. And for
And
each of us,
for
we can
each
do
of us,
that.
we can do that.
Yes, make one person's day matter. One
Yeah.
person. Thank you, Michelle, for your kind words. Michelle Sutton Six says you ladies are so inspirational. Thank you so much for your kind words. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tess.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna let you go, but I'm so
Wow.
excited for
Thanks,
the
Shirley.
27th of March. I am looking forward to it. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I'm gonna let Tess go now.
It was
She,
lovely.
see,
Thank you so much.
I want to see Tess in the morning. I want to see because she's always Tess.
Well, Shirley, before I go, one secret. I've been doing a
I've been doing a
series on
series
my
on
my Facebook Live.
Facebook
Every
Live.
morning I've
Every
come in
morning
and
I've
done
come in
a
and done
15-minute
a
chat.
15-minute
And I
chat.
got so busy this
So busy
morning.
this
I
morning.
forgot.
I forgot.
Oh wow,
So I was
dear.
like, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to do double tomorrow. But anyway, that was just my little menopausal moment, I guess, of the day.
Yeah, but then it's beautiful, isn't it? Because you eventually remembered, and then you're willing to do more the next day. You're not beating
Absolutely.
yourself up about it. You
Yes.
just moved on, and that's what every woman should do. Embrace it, whether you forget or not. It's okay. Tomorrow
Absolutely.
you do better. Thank you so much,
Super.
Tess, for being here.
Thank you
You.
so
I'm gonna
much.
let you go.
Super.
So you're gonna, yes, I think you click. There's an X right there to go out of Instagram. Well, have you seen it? Yes, right there. Thank you, Tess.
Take care.
Yeah, bye. You're still on Instagram. You've left Restream. Yes, thank you so much, ladies, for hanging with us tonight on the Menopause Conversation. It's been a very, very fantastic one, and I'm so thankful for you for being here. Tess, the transformational coach, has just told us her story about menopause, the things she meant, and I am so grateful to everyone who has been in the comment section, just sharing their part of the story and just making this journey very inspirational and very informative. I am thankful to you for being here, Michelle, Quimbe, Amanda, Amanda, thank you for sharing your story. I'm so grateful to you. Yes, Tess is having an event on the 27th of March where I will be speaking as well. I will be there to give the ladies a message of hope and encouragement, and also, to learn. There's never, you know, never ever take for granted an opportunity to learn. It's a powerful moment, and I don't want to miss it. And I hope you won't miss it too. So thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I love you all. Have a great month. I celebrate every woman out there. Have a great night tonight, and bye bye.